Think you're looking at two identical tables of data? That's not what Excel sees. Even though visual cues, like headers with filters and alternating row color, might make it seem that way. To Excel, there's a table on the left and a range of cells on the right. And that means Excel might treat the two groups of identical looking data differently than you expect, which can lead to broken workbooks and unreliable data. In this video, I show you a one-click test to check if Excel sees a table or range, demonstrate some ways this matters, and then walk through the steps to convert from ranges to tables and back again. Before I begin, let me quickly disclaim that this video is for general information purposes only and is not professional advice. Here's a one-click test you can use to see if Excel considers your data a table or just a normal range. Select any data cell that you think is part of your table and see if the Table tab of the ribbon appears. If it does, Excel sees a table. If not, it's a range. Why does this matter? When your data is an Excel table, you can be sure that Excel will apply features like filter or sort to all of the data rows between your header row and the little chevron in the bottom right corner of what Excel considers the bottommost rightmost cell of your data table. Note that when I apply an ascending sort, all of the data you expect to be sorted is sorted, including how it groups the blank rows. Applying the same sort to the normal range on the right, Excel does not include the data after the fourth row, which is a completely empty row, just the data above it. Why did this happen? Well, when your data is in a range rather than an Excel table, Excel has to make assumptions about where it thinks the data begins and ends. To do this, Excel looks for a contiguous range of filled data, not contiguous formatting. That means Excel is inclined to interpret gaps, like empty rows and empty columns of range data, as an indication that your intended data table has ended, with everything after that gap assumed to be part of something else. There's a similar problem with filters. With the table, the filter recognizes all of the values in the table column. With the normal range on the right, the filter only recognizes the values above the empty row gap. What's at risk here is the possibility that you'll accidentally leave out or misrepresent the data in your analyses and reports. That's obviously a threat to your data's integrity and trustworthiness, but it's also extra work for you to make sure that Excel functions and features are being applied as you expect. So, to make sure that Excel features like sort and filter and even things like pivot tables are applied to your data the way you intend or assume they will, you want to be explicit with Excel about what data should be included. One of the easiest ways to do that is convert your normal range into an Excel table. To do this, you'll first select all of the data you want included in the table. Then, under the Insert tab of the ribbon, select Table. In the new window that appears, you should see the range you selected. Check the checkbox for My Table Has Headers and select OK. Just as with the one-click test we covered earlier, you should now see the Table tab of the ribbon, indicating the conversion was successful. Now, just in case it comes up, I'll also quickly show you how to turn your table data back into a normal range. To do this, simply select any cell of your Excel table and, under the Table tab of the ribbon, select Convert to Range. Then, select Yes from the confirmation window. Now that it's a normal range again, you should see that the Table tab of the ribbon has disappeared. If this video helped you, drop a comment below and let me know. If you've still got questions or want help with a data project or training for you and your team, reach out to me, Barbara Olsavsky, the owner and data strategist at Blue Designs LLC, on LinkedIn or at bluedesigns.com. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone else who needs it. Thank you for watching.